world. Good morning. Well, it's closer to afternoon now, but here we are. It feels like morning in my heart. The sun is shining. I feel great. Also, thank you to the new members on the membership channel side of things. I'm sorry, my waking up brains. I'm gonna keep most of the love readings, and I'm gonna get more into specialized love readings. I'm gonna keep that on like the grandmama tier. That's like tier 2. It just kind of separates. It's gonna help me kind of just tame things a little bit. But that's also where we can explore the different types of relationships to be more inclusive. So, like my asexuals, the polys, people who want to get married, people who want like a future spouse, people who don't want future spouses. Yeah, different relationship dynamics. And also because, I want to do readings for my people who are currently in relationships and are like, should I stay? Should I go? Is there healing here? Like, who do I know this person? Hold on. This deck, the Lover's Tarot, I've had this now for probably 26 years. It's so old. This deck and this book doing relationship readings, and it's why I stopped doing relationship readings for people in real life for the longest time, because it reads people to filth. But she's accurate. So, yeah. So that's what's going to be going down on the grandmama tier. So if like love relationship stuff is your thing, you might just want to consider it. You don't have to. If you can join me, that's great. If not, that's okay too. Okay. So for this morning though, what I heard, let's put that over here for now, is looking into what is it that you really want? And you might not even be aware of it. Like this could be from your higher self or, I don't know, your heart's desires. But like, let's explore today, what is it that you really want right now? Can't hurt. Bonita's in the house. Bonita. She's cute. Yeah. What would you like? She wants cuddles all day long. She's a big baby. When she was a kitten, my partner at the time, we used to have big hoodies and sweaters, and we would just wrap her up and carry her like a big baby, and that is her go-to. She loves it. Yeah. And she's a cancer. She's a cancer kitty, so if she could just be held all day long and just be fed on love and kibbles, that would be her preferred choice. Okay, well I just did a reading already. It's gonna get posted later for the general crowd. And it did feel like a bit of a continuation from last night, if that interested you. It's a pretty great read. Okay, crowd favorites: God, Jesus, Grandma, Buddha, Archangels, all ascended masters, all of my benevolent ancestors, anyone that you're working and praying with, so long as it's not Devi Devil. We're not bringing that energy into 2026. Excuse me. All right, well, Grandmama, and I love this deck. This deck is so beautiful. Yeah, trust the invisible. Like, look at this. Oh, this artist. Praise be. Okay, so Grandmama, what is it that the collective really wants? Their heart's desires, their spirit. Like, what is in the marrow of their bones? What is it that they want? Okay, I'm not gonna look yet. You. And you. Okay, let's put you back in the box. Let's keep it organized. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? The turtle and coriander. Satisfaction. Now I'm hearing the Rolling Stones. I can't get no satisfaction. I don't think you've been feeling satisfied. So this is why we gotta explore. What is it that you really want? Wisdom. The owl and hop. Oh, look at that little beauty. The squirrel and chestnut. Preparation. Well, the turtle and the squirrel are both past facing. So what may have satisfied you before and you would prepare for, you know, again, squirrels, it's a hoarding. That's the past. The owl and hop, wisdom. Ooh, I just got really chilly all of a sudden. I was just sweating earlier. Oh boy, okay. Change in climate. Is that also what you would really like right now? Is a change in climate? Okay. You know what? I never actually read from the book, and I'm feeling called to. I mean, it does come with its own. Oh. Yeah, it's like I never look at the book, and then I'm always just like, wow, 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 wow. Okay, hold on. Where's the... Okay, so we have turtle. Okay, well, there's chipmunk. Oh, that's chipmunk. That's not... Okay, hold on. Well, yeah. Okay, well, there's owl. Okay, turtle. Okay. Bear with me, folks. It's a very delicate book. Okay. Satisfaction. The turtle in coriander calls us to be satisfied with what we have been given or what we have achieved. It invites a moment of rest and reflection. Perhaps due to Aesop's fable, The Tortoise and the Hare, turtles are symbols of patience and good health. In this folktale, the slow but determined tortoise wins its race against the speedy but distracted rabbit. The turtle triumphs by pacing himself, illustrating the adage, slow and steady wins the race. Similarly, in the Victorian language of flowers, coriander indicates concealed worth, reminding us that things may not always be as they appear. In other words, a dedicated tortoise who puts in the work can achieve just as much, if not more, than the swiftest rabbit. Upright, slow down and enjoy the journey. Avoid rushing toward your goals for the sake of winning. Arrive in your own time. I love that. Well, again, this is past facing, so there's things about this that worked in the past, but there's definitely here something about, again, that worth, concealed worth. And that's okay, because you have to remember we're always evolving, and that's why we can't really rest on our laurels. And it's always okay to hold up the receipts, to be like, this and that can be true. Something in the past may have absolutely been the remedy or the thing needed at that time, or the thing that gave you satiation. And as we grow and evolve and change as people, those things are going to change for us. So it's great to continuously be holding up our receipts, looking at our beliefs, to be like, is this what I still believe? Does this work for me? Is this what I want? Is this who I want to be? Is this iteration of myself who I want to be in this moment? Is this enough? So, like I said, whatever it is that you want, the past, it worked before. It's no longer serving. It's not giving. Okay. Owl. Okay, well, there's squirrel, but let's get to owl. We'll read it in its order. Wisdom. Owls are closely associated with Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom. Known for their nocturnal vision, owls represent knowledge and erudition with a hint of mystery. The hop is an impressive plant, able to climb up 20 feet in a single growing season. Oh, so growing. You want to grow. Because again, distance, height, and perspective, when we can put distance in between things, we can see things more clearly, more aptly. Yeah, you want to grow now in leaps and bounds. And leaps and bounds like the hare. Albeit, yes, the tortoise, slow and steady wins the race, but sometimes, again, everything is kind of like a tide. You pull back, you slow down, you go within, and then there's a time to discharge and go out and be a force to be reckoned with. Am I right? Okay, hold on. Combined, the pair indicates spiritual and intellectual fulfillment. Upright, you have come to the end of a long journey. Relish in your achievement, taking deep, satisfying breaths. Yeah, so I think there's a bit of a twofold piece here, is because what no longer serves now, it doesn't mean that it didn't give before. So it's always good to show appreciation and to look at your accomplishments, to be able to look back. Because it's also gratitude for self to be like, I did do this, I did accomplish this, that was my hard work and effort. Because without really cherishing self and the work that you do, whatever that is, healing, evolving, learning, growing, there's always going to be this, again, unsatiated, kind of like the head of the snake without the body, where it's gobbling. So you get to an achievement and you realize it's not enough. But I think it's also because you haven't taken the time to actually see what it is that you just accomplished. All the steps, not just the end result, it was the process. And when you can appreciate the process of what it took for you to get there to begin with, then when you go to it, then to set your sights on something new, it's coming from a place of excitation, value, and worth, to be like, wow, not only am I worthy of this crazy new goal that is going to be really hard and challenging, but I'm worth it and I'm excited about it. Yeah, there's something here about appreciating your own efforts, like really, not just a little bit, like really dissecting it so that you can give it its proper value, because everything in this life, everything wants to be seen, heard, valued, and appreciated. Okay, so the squirrel, preparation. Yeah, those nuts be nuttin'. To ensure sustenance through the winter, the squirrel buries its nuts, hiding them from other squirrels and predators. Chestnuts, small nuts that grow into large productive trees, are symbols of abundance. Together, the squirrel and chestnut remind us that careful preparation will often yield riches. Upright, you have prepared well and can expect to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Your resourcefulness and foresight will be rewarded. Okay, so because squirrel is looking at owl, I think what I'm feeling and sensing is that whatever it is that you currently want, whether you're quite aware of it yet or not, it's going to be this beautiful, delicate balance of wisdom and preparation. And again, haste makes waste. A lot of what goes into being an artist is your prep time. And that's why even if people, yes, art can be outrageously expensive, but what people don't, excusez-moi. Wow, Bonita's got something to say. Yeah. But, like, for instance, if I'm getting ready to work on an oil painting, and I tend to paint large scale, like, we'll go in feet. Like, if I can paint in, like, 15 feet by 30 feet, like, large. But there's a lot of preparation that goes in before you can even begin painting. You have to prepare your canvas. You usually you want to start mixing your paints, because mixing your paints, like, it saves you time. And then you want to sketch out roughly, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's many stages which can take hours and hours and hours. But what I've learned from either working in kitchens my whole life, being an artist, working in construction and carpentry, is that you set yourself up for success by making sure that you're totally prepared. Bonita agrees. She's backing it up. Okay. So now, where did I just put? Oh yeah, let's get these decks up. Oh, this deck? Is it this deck that we want to see what you want? Or is it old-timey? Oh, sorry, folks. Having a hard time. Okay. Oddly enough, this deck wants to come out. I also really love this deck, but I don't use it very often anymore. Caitlin Keegan. Yeah, this deck. Okay. Yeah, so what are we preparing for you? Okay, so Grandmama. Let's get into it. Let's do a little quick shuff. Yeah, the Illuminated Tarot. And in this tarot, she doubles up. It'll be 2 cards in one. Oh yeah, the sun is out. Okay, so Grandmama. Let's get Snoopy and Scoopy. Let's not skimp on the details. What is it that collective wants in their heart's desires? What is it that their soul is craving? Okay, so this is the 8 of Cups, but I believe the moon. Let's double confirm. Well, it seems a little bit hidden. Yeah, I do believe this is the moon. So it'd be something a little bit, hasn't been quite revealed. Let's see. Yeah. Subtlety, mystery, instinct. So it's the 8 of Hearts with the moon. So again, walking away from things where you're like, that's the past, or like, that's old me. There's something here about really separating. It's like a distinction. But I love it. It's still mysterious. Yeah, it's like parts of yourself are wanting to like delight in the mystery also. Like culturally as humans, we really love to be in control. We want to know everything. We think we know everything. And we really want to control the outcome. But what makes life delicious is the willingness to also to be surprised. Let a little mystery exist, you know? Because in my own experience, and I really do plead the 9th on this, is that I think I know what's best. I think I know how the story should go. And in all of the times that the divine has really swept me off my feet, it occurred in ways that I could have never anticipated, dreamed, or imagined. But did it have all the right flavors, again, of what my heart's desire was needing and wanting and anticipating? Yes. But when you let go of how it's supposed to look, kiss the chef. Like just, that's where the real magic happens. Okay, so here, let's put this back, but we'll keep the book out. Okay, so you go under turtle. Okay, so next card, Grandmama. Ace of Cups. Well, in the Ace of Cups, I know we always love to go romantic, but it's really about like the things that you love. Now, if you've been around the channel for a hot second, I think we can all agree that like there's a lot of things that I love and I'm quite passionate about. It's really hard for me to not find something that I'm passionate about. There's a few things. There's a few things I find to be a real snooze fest, but like, and maybe it's because I'm an artist, I'm always observing. Like right now, the way that the ice and the snow that's being blown by the wind, it's the lighting, it's the way things move, it's the shape, it's the form. You know, when I'm out in nature, there's different types of winds and smells. I'm always moved, you know? So it doesn't have to be about a person. It's just like, what floats your boat? What gets you excited? What is an air fist? My whole rule of how I live life, if it's not a definite yes, it's a definite no. If you're confused about what really fills you up, just ask yourself, Am I air fisting over this thing, this person, place, or thing? If it's not, then it's a no. Always. Don't sell yourself short. Okay, so what's going beside the Ace of Cups? This is who I saw on the bottom. I wasn't going to say anything, but he was looking right at me. Oh, King of Cups. Look at this little handsome fellow. Okay. I mean, that could be you. We don't know yet. Let's continue on. Okay, I always forget. Is this the Knight of Wands, or is this the Swords? Oh, the Jack of Spades. Okay, so this is... Hold on. What would swords be? Are you swords? No, that's penties. Okay, so this is swords. Wait, what are wands? Okay, those are wands. I see. Yes, okay. So this is the Knight of Swords. Caution, potential. But this is what I mean about discernment, wisdom, preparing. When you make space and you make those little actions, it really is what tells the divine to be like, yeah, like just like a squirrel, you get ready. You get ready for the whatever the next stage is coming. So like a squirrel knows, you know, gets a finger on the pulse and is like, oh shit, shiver me timbers. Winter's coming, boys. We got to start stockpiling nuts right now. So, yeah. And holding your cards close to your chest. We can really dissipate our power and magic as we're creating new things. It's really good to kind of hold it close. I always liken it to holding it like a little stone that I put in my pocket, and then I can just, you know, it's just for me, and I hold it, and it's like not a negative rumination, but it's just like, it's like amplifying, building it, and being with it, but holding it close until it's ready to be revealed or talked about. Yeah, so whatever it is that you're hoping for or wishing for, hold it a little bit close to the chest for now as you prepare. Okay. So, Grandmama, what's going on underneath this Ace of Cups? Oh, the Four of Cups. Being offered something. Well, in my own experience, whether it be when I'm wanting to be a new version of self or to grow into something more, or when I'm intentionally drawing something towards me, I do find that my spirit team anyways will give me the thing that is almost what I've asked for, but not quite. And there's no judgment. You can pick that thing, but if you're willing to hold out, to hold the standard, to be like, no, it's close, but it's this, and this is not that. We'll clarify in a hot sec, but this is the feeling I'm getting from it. Yeah, and like, this person's eyeballs, yeah, they're like looking at it being like, did you not just hear me? Like, that's nice. Like, thank you. Like, thank you for offering this, but it's a hard no. Yeah, like, no. No, thank you. Yeah, because I don't know. I'm seeing this King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups. Ooh, Six of Wands to the Tower. Success, exactly. If you hold the line and you hold the standard and vision, it's well worth the wait. And it does tend to come in out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. But it's successful because that's the Six of Wands. And what I like about this tower too, it's like the winds of change are blowing, but like, again, nothing's falling to the ground. It's the winds of change. meaning the very thing that you've been wanting to change or the new thing to come. Because see, there's no crumbling buildings, there's no decimation here. It's stormy. I was born in a storm. Yeah, like as soon as I came out of my mom, the rains came down. Same with my son. Oh, the thunder and lightning. It was a real celebration. Weird, my phone just did a weird thing. Okay, yeah, winds of change. Here we go. Okay, so Queen of Penties. Exactly. Really, again, going back to, we all want to be cherished, treasured, valued, appreciated by others. But it really does start with ourselves. Like, how do you feel about yourself? Do you feel like you value yourself in the ways that you want others to value you? And even if the answer is yes, then follow that up with, how do I demonstrate that to myself? Like, really think of examples. How do I show up for myself? How do I feel like I actually show myself that I treasure myself, that I value and appreciate all the things that I do for myself? And this is not meant to be a criticism. It's really get you to think about examples, because sometimes, again, thoughts, but we want to be able to see the observable, right? Thoughts are unobservable. And sometimes it's easy to just, again, like lip service, like, yeah, of course I cherish myself. Of course I value these things. But it's like, well, follow it up with being like, okay, but how do I do that? What are the examples? But what I see, though, is that you come into this where you're like, oh, I'm the gem. I'm my own best asset. And I love who I'm becoming. I love evolving and growing more into myself in ways that I didn't even think were possible. Because that's the thing, again, we sometimes have our own best ideas, but if we can step out of our own way and co-create with spirit, so it's a mix, because spirit really does know us best. You know, sometimes I feel like spirit is always with me, like baby boy, baby girl. No, you think you want this thing, but I know what's in your heart's desires, and it is not this. Okay. Yeah, see? I feel like whatever this is being offered, yeah, like you just know you're holding out. You're like, it's not the right fit, whatever it is. And again, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be many things. But what I love about this Two of Wands is the two people, though, but it's two people who are so excited, right? They're literally talking the night away. Look at their eyes. Yeah, they've been like up all night just chatting by a fire. I think it probably has something to do with this King of Cups, Tower, Six of Wands. But again, when you know your standard and you hold the line, you hold that line, you end up with someone also who can see your value, who will cherish you, but also is interested, right? Like, these are two people that are clearly interested and excited about one another and the conversation. Yes. Okay, Grandmama, what's going underneath? King of Cups, Six of Wands. Is it this one or this one? The two. Oh, man. Okay, hold on. I put that there. I haven't looked at it yet. Okay, Grandma's given two. The Sun to the Queen of Swords. Ah! It's clear. Just like a sunny day, it is clear. It's really easy to see who stands out amongst the rest. The cream of the crop. Yeah. And again, being prepared, doing the work, you know? This is nice. And see, it gets revealed. We start off with that 8, the 8 of Cups to the Moon. It's mysterious. We know that you're walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. It's not satiating. But you see this person very clearly, and your heart's desires, I think, are, because also sometimes you don't know what you want until you experience the thing that you want. And a lot of times that comes in the form of people. Out of the blue, you'll meet someone and you'll just think, oh my God, like, I would have never have thought that this person has what I want or need, or like that this is the type of friendship, or like, do you know what I mean? That's why my own, if it's not a definite yes, it's a definite no. But I also, my other big adage that I like to live by is like, be willing to be surprised. When you step out of really limited thinking about what you think you know about people, places, and things, and how they can show up, if you're willing to be surprised, I'm telling you, you will be surprised in the best of ways. Okay. Well, again, I'm going to try to keep the love readings mostly, but like, let's just take just a peek. We'll just do a little peek-see here into who this person is for you. Well, you know what? Let's get out the old deck. Oh, and look who's on the bottom already. The Sun. This is the deck that goes with the Lovers. This is the Lovers deck. Again, she looks rough. You're going to see some of these cards are taped together. 26 years. We have traveled all over the world. Okay. Grandmama. Who is this person? The Ace of Cups. Now see, look, you got offered something before and you gave stink eye. You were like, no thank you. And because you held out, look at that. And you know that King of Cups is going to have those little rings on his pinky. Yeah, that's nice. Oh shit, cinnamon, look at that. Hierophant to the Lovers. Say no more. Say no more. We're going to leave it there. We're going to leave it there. To the Queen of Swords. Oh my goodness. Just beautiful. It does appear to be a relationship of some kind. Whether it's romantic, it could be. I'm telling you, don't underestimate a best friend. Nothing beats a best friend. If you have a best friend, give a little amen, because I'm telling you, that kind of unconditional love, someone who just adores you and just wants to spend time with you because they just enjoy your essence and your being, and you can be a little bit raggedy, you know what I mean? Like, they just love you to pieces, you know? And hopefully, if it is love, it's a best friend that becomes your smoochie person. Okay, one more card. Ah, wow. Oh, see, I was just going to say, we just rocked the world. Exactly, 2 towers. Oh, boy, I think this person's going to come in. I'm hearing Miley Cyrus. He came in like a wrecking ball. Now, that song is actually, unbeknownst to most people, it is about a DV situation, but we're taking that right out. This is about a big old wrecking ball of love. Woo, shit, cinnamon. Yeah, worlds are about to get rocked. Yeah, let the divine sweep you off your feet. Please. Oh, just beautiful. Okay. Shit, cinnamon. Stay blessed, stay golden. Go out there. Okay, bye.